Hey you, welcome to my channel. It's really good to have you here. This is going to be an interesting video, so hit that subscribe button, turn on notification as well, because there is more where this came from. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you one of my creations. So I made this meal a few days ago. I think it's up to a week now. Yeah, I made this meal and it was so beautiful. Like, even before I tasted it, it was just looking so beautiful, and I thought I have to share this recipe. Like, I don't even care what it tastes like, I have to share the recipe. And here's the video of
this just in.
I know, right?
I just finished making this amazing dish, and
so yes, I tasted it and it tasted as good as it looked. So I thought, what's stopping me? Because if I had tasted it and it didn't taste as good as it looked, I wouldn't have, set this up and say, let me share it with you. But it was actually so delicious. So one thing I love to do is try to create a meal outside of my, the palette I'm used to. As a Nigerian, as an Igbo girl, I'm used to pepper, onions, oil, if possible palm oil, like in my food. Like any food, like my mother will tell you, like, if you've not eaten anything with oil, that means you've not seen ramen. The perfect time to take the light. Let me fix it. Just a minute. Just after I sorted it out. Anywho, let's get right into it. What was I even saying? My mom will tell you, if you've not eaten anything like that has oil, that means you've not eaten. So I grew up with that mentality that a meal had to be cooked, have oil, have pepper, have, all those things. And that is all and good. Like, I'm not trying to escape that. But as an adult now, one of the things I enjoy is creating a recipe that is not built around that oil, onions, pepper, that typical process of cooking. And yeah, I started off with trying it with rice, but no matter how much I try to escape from, those basic ingredients, I always find myself resorting to either fried rice, jollof rice, palm oil rice. Like, you really cannot escape it. And yes, I know about foreign recipes and all that, but their palettes don't really work for me. This particular recipe is a hit. It is a banger because it fulfilled all my intention of creating a meal outside the basic ingredients I grew up with. So without further ado, let me jump right into the ingredients. The MOC is rice stick. It's by a brand called World Star Rice Vermicelli. So this is what it looks like. It looks like this. Like very thin noodles. When I saw it, I was like, let me try this. I know I've tried with rice before and it didn't work, but this one is rice stick, so it might give me something interesting. The next is prawn. I just brought it out from the refrigerator, that's why it's still frozen, but this is like our protein, our animal. Then garlic, because from all the pasta experiments I made and even researching different recipes, I found out that garlic is like an essential ingredient in creating any pasta dish. So I always have my garlic. Then I have sweet corn, because it is also important to have vegetables in your food. So this is our vegetable. Then I have cheese. So I have two different types of cheese here. The yellow is the cheddar and this one is mozzarella. So that's what I'm going to be using. They're already shredded. The next is black pepper. I cannot escape pepper in my food because it is like salt and pepper is like basic. So what I'm going to be using is black pepper because it's not so traditional to me. And then I have oregano. This oregano, I discovered it last year during all my experiments, my pasta experiments, and I found out that the flavor it gave to food was entirely different from the flavor I was used to. So anytime I'm trying to invent something new, oregano. Then parsley. I love parsley because, again, I love the flavor it gives to food. It's not so foreign, but parsley. Then I have milk. Now, why not why not boil your pasta in milk? Because that is like, it just shows your entire kitchen that this is not yam that we're cooking, this is not jollof rice, we're starting with milk. So milk, of course. Then salt, like I said, salt to taste, because salt and pepper, I have to swallow my food at the end of the day. And am I missing anything? And that's it. The final ingredient is water. And what I love so much about this recipe is that there is no cutting, like no cutting of anything. Like everything is just tudum, 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 and there is no frying. So it's very healthy, and I have talked enough. So let's get right into it. Get some water in a pot. Place my pot on the stove and light it up. So get some milk, put in the water, 2, 3. Then I put some salt to taste. Then I stir it all together. And this is going to be cooked on a very low heat. So I just turn it way down. Next thing I'm adding is the prawn so that I can start defrosting and cooking. And the next is the rice stick. Just put it like that in the water, in the milk rather. Next I go in with the ingredients like garlic, black pepper, and oregano. So remember the scale of this spoon. This is how big it is, just 1 spoon of each. So I'm going to just break it down a little. So this is like, I don't know if anyone remembers rice pudding from Food and Nuts Practicals in secondary school. This is like a graduated version of rice pudding because of the milk. That's why I'm saying that. But this is what it's looking like. So I'm just going to let it sit in this milk and drink it up a little, and then I shall be back. Top it up with the lid. So let's check out our rice. So this is what it's looking like. The milk has kind of dried up, and the next is to add the sweet corn. This is like the last step on the stove. So after I just give it a stir, I'm going to dish it. So let's do that. Our food is almost ready. Time to dish it. I've not even turned it off, so let me just turn off the heat or the fire. Yeah. Next up is we garnish it with the cheese while it's still hot. Then we're going with cheddar. Oh, cheddar was meant to be under the mozzarella on top, but you get the idea. Then this is where the parsley comes in. You just sprinkle it, make it rain a little, and then add more of the milk. Ah, I'm such a chef. Oh my god, I am such a chef. This just in, so this is what my baby's looking like. Let's put it side to side with the other one. Ooh, look at, it's even more colorful today because he's now matured, he's an adult. This is the baby and this is the adult. It's not just delicious as you're looking at it. Anywho, I'm starving, so let's get right to the taste test. Whew. You know what time it is? It's tasting time. You've seen it. It came out even more beautiful today. So let's get right to the tasting. I don't even know what to call this. Sorry. I don't even know what to call this particular meal. It's rice. Let me just eat. I'll probably get inspired as I eat it the second time today. So, our meals respect themselves because we hold them together, we mold them, we put them in the shape we want them to be. Or they just come in the shape that is easy to manage, like our yam, our rice, our swallow. But this one, I think the only food that gives us stress is okra and ogbono. Like that one, you have to keep working it. But I think I did well, right? I'm trying to pick up everything. Corn, cheese, prawn. Yeah, I think I have a good one. So let's go eat it. So this meal right here, it just makes me feel very versatile. It makes me feel very diverse. It makes me feel very integrated into other cultures, and it just makes me feel like a citizen of earth, honestly. Like, I just feel so humbled. Honestly, like, just that's the vibe I'm getting from the food. And do try the recipe and tell me what you think. I'm going to add the ingredients in the description box below. Trust me, it tastes so nice. And for someone that is exploring like me, like you're trying to open up your palate to other dishes, this is like a good step because, well, I don't know, let me not speak for other people. Me, I love cheese, and yeah, it's a good segue for me. And yeah, you should try it out and let me know what you think. Now I'm going to finish my food and you are going to continue your day and have a lovely one. That is all for this video, and until next time, stay wilding and thriving.